Meeple Nation Podcast, episode 590. Meeple Nation, August 2025 news.
Welcome, citizens, to Meeple Nation. Grab your favorite beverage, pull up a chair, warm up those dice, and join us at the game table as we discuss board games and the board gaming world. Each week, the hosts of Meeple Nation share their love for board games and the amazing memories that come from playing games with some very outstanding people. Let us now join our hosts in their natural habitat, the game table.
It's time again for our news episode, but breaking news, things are about to change. As you may have noticed, last week we were a little absent. To roll us back, actually, let's come back to this thought here. Why don't we go on with our sponsorship first, and then we'll come back to our news in the news episode.
So You're saying cut all that out?
No.
All that quality content?
We'll leave it in there.
Okay, put a pin in it.
Put a pin in that conversation.
We'll be back, folks.
It's just Nathan's burying the lead, that's all.
Yeah. There's a hook, line, and sinker.
Major news announcement coming up in a while. Awesome. Well, we are Meeple Nation, and we have a fantastic sponsor. We are sponsored by Game Toppers, LLC. We love Game Toppers. We have played on them for years. We've abused them for years, and they just keep on trucking. Military-grade aluminum. They offer an amazing solution to the problem of how do I create an epic game like surface or play area on a budget. And that's something Berkey has really tried to work on and solve. And lo and behold, now we have Game Toppers with a ton of different products, and they are high quality and amazing with the industry's best mats and components and everything else. And we're super proud to be friends with Berkey and to be associated with Table Toppers. We're grateful for their sponsorship, and you should definitely go check them out because I know they have a solution for you.
Absolutely. We are the hosts of Meeple Nation. I'm Nathan Howard.
I am Andy Holliday.
And I'm Douglas Stewart.
With our powers combined, which is all of us tonight, which has been a little bit, we've all been all over the place lately. But
it's
with
like
our
a unicorn sighting.
And it is, yes, to have all three of us. And it turns out Andy and Doug are not the same person.
Yeah.
Hey.
I for a long time, I thought they were because I never saw them both in the same place.
But, I was having split personalities for a while.
Yes, yeah. But anyways, we are the world's most okayest podcast, and as such, we have the world's most okayest webpage. Go to that and check out all of the okayestness that is there. There's a new word, okayestness.
I like it.
Yeah.
I approve.
So there's
how very Meeple Nation of us.
Very Meeple Nation of us, yes. You can find links to all of our socials, links to our Patreon page. Our patrons help us support the podcast, and we are very grateful to them. And we hope that we will be able to continue to provide some amazing content. Well, okay content, and enlighten your lives in some way. So, pulling that pin back out of that conversation. Do we want to do it before the highlight, or do we put a pin in that pin?
Now's the time. Let's go.
Now's the time? All right.
People are waiting on pins and needles.
Ooh, I see what you did there. I like that. Yes. So, as most everybody noticed, there was no episode last week. We had a death related to the podcast. My mother passed, and as such, that kind of threw my life in a little bit of a turmoil, which was actually more of a turmoil than I was expecting. I mean, this was a death that was not planned, but it was expected, right? She lived to be 90, and she was not doing so hot. And ironically enough, the weekend before, I was at our host emeritus, Ryan DeCaria, and our good friend Corey DeCaria, viewing for their mother that had passed. And so I got to chat with both Ryan and Corey there for a bit. And I got to chat with our other emeritus host, Brent Mayer, and told them, we're here at the DeCaria mom funeral, and we'll be having one soon. Little did I know that it was going to be 4 days later that my mom was going to pass. And so when Brent showed up at my viewing, I was like, well, here we are. I didn't expect it to be this quick, but not my viewing, my mom's viewing.
Is it appropriate to laugh? I'm sorry.
It totally is. Yes. Yeah. If you don't laugh, you cry. And if you cry, your makeup looks terrible. So laugh. because the makeup's the stage light. Never mind. Okayest.
If you have to explain the punchline, that's not funny.
You are so true. Doug left, so it was it was a struggle pulling it out of you, Andy.
Was it?
Yeah.
It usually is.
But anyways, so with all of that came a dilemma in life, right? What are we going to do? And as some of my funk was debunked and kind of lost a little bit of my mojo. And as we discussed, and we've been discussing this off and on for a couple of weeks now, we decided to make some changes. And so hopefully we would love to hear your feedback, what you guys feel about these changes. So when we're all done with this, feel free to email us at meeplenation@gmail.com. Let us know. But as it's going forward, we're going to release 2 episodes a month. So we're going to change that format. We're going to change that to hopefully eliminate fatigue. We discussed, and we really enjoy the podcast. We think some of our favorite episodes are our news episodes like this one, where we're talking about new stuff that's coming in. And of course, we always love our highlights. And so we're going to try to manipulate that to make every episode a little bit coordinated with that. So we're going to have some highlights, and we're going to have some news, probably in the other order. We're going to have some news followed by some highlights and experiences to exude our passion for the hobby. And
we may infuse that with some other topics too, right?
Yeah.
Like, and maybe some things we've been watching or other media or some of that stuff. I think it'll give us an opportunity to just be maybe a little less structured and a little more zeroed in on the things that are just making us happy and that we are super excited to talk about.
And hopefully that shows as you pay attention and you listen, that will expand that content to be more worthwhile. And so let us know for sure if you're very excited or very stuck on our structure of talking about a game mechanic. Let us know, and or if you're excited about this as we are, that we talk about the things that make us excited, the things that bring us joy about the hobby, about the experiences, and talking about those games that we've played and the games that we're looking forward to playing, and see how that goes. So this episode, we're going to continue on pretty much like a normal news episode, but in 2 weeks, we will be releasing an episode that is more. It'll be
format. The first one that kind of follows that format. It's a real quality over quantity push for us, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
And I think it's been needed for a little while. I mean, we don't talk a lot about our personal lives, but maybe I'll just interject here, like, all three of us, right? Families, jobs, everything else. No one's doing this full time. We always have known that Meeple Nation was a small, more indie kind of board game podcast with a smaller audience. We're not out here to storm the world or do anything like that. But we just want to create a really fun listening experience for everyone, and we feel like this is a big step toward doing that.
Yeah. And I love it. You said quality over quantity, which is what we're looking for. And it is the three of us. We have regular jobs, and doing a podcast every week is a lot of work.
It is.
And a lot of stress. And so, I mean, I've been doing this for 10 years. You guys, Doug, you had your own podcast. Andy, you've been doing this for 4 years now, I think.
5.
So 5 years. So we've been doing this for a while. And not many podcasts out there make it this long. And especially those that aren't in it for all the clicks and all the money. And
which we are definitely not.
Definitely not. I mean, and not to downgrade the contributions from our patrons, because we very much appreciate those, and we use those to try to improve. We've improved quality in mics. We've improved some soundboards. We've improved some just in-house recording equipment that has made a difference.
Yeah.
And we want to continue to do that, and we want to be able to continue to have that opportunity and that space to do that.
Yeah, we've come a long way from one single mic in the center of the table.
Yes, yeah, and that was really, those were some really rough episodes to edit.
Yeah.
And editing has become easier, and editing has become quicker, and obviously we're not doing a video one for this one. well, hopefully it was obvious because it's just been a black screen if you've been watching on YouTube. But yeah, there is a lot of work that, for people who have a family and, dealing with the passing of a mother, dealing with a wife with ailments. You guys both have kids at home, and I mean, I have kids here, but they're adult children, and they're pretty self-contained, but they still get on my nerve. But
Well, darn it.
but no, they're very good. Appreciate them, and in having adult children does not change the amount of stress or responsibility you have. It just transforms it into something different. So, like, I have a daughter who's just buying her first house, and dealing with all that moving, and so responsibilities just change. They don't go away. They just alter.
Yep. And Andy and I have kids that are adjusting to marriage and starting college and everything else. And it is just a lot to take on and manage. And so for any of you who, may be a little upset that this is going to a twice a month thing and not an every week thing, just know that it's a large part for our mental health and sanity.
Yeah.
So
yeah, twice a month compared to no a month is twice as much.
that's what we're hoping.
Is it?
Something like
That's
that. I don't
0
know.
times 2.
That's the world's most
Wait,
okayest
Oh, wait,
math
carry
right
the
there.
0. Oh man, that's still 0. But on that note, before we move on, I very much want to thank the Hug Ladies. They sent me a very nice card and expressed their love and appreciation, and I just wanted to express my gratitude to them and their support. We live quite a ways away. That it's not easy for them to show up and support. I mean, they didn't go to Hawaii for my mom's funeral, Doug, but
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And
I didn't know how
gauntlet
that's-
has been thrown
I don't know how
down.
that's how that was going to get brought up, but okay.
but I appreciate very much appreciate their love and support, and want to express my love for them because they are some good people. And Andy, very much appreciate all that you did for me through this funeral and through the whole situation, and even very much thanks. Wow, I didn't plan to be thanking everybody, but I am very gratitudeful. Wow, I am very grateful for all the support. Dave did some amazing work trying to get us some singers. There was a song my mom wanted sung at the funeral, and wanted my daughters to sing it, and they said nope. And
No dice, huh?
yeah, I mean, we all told my mom, yeah, that's going to happen, but no, I never expected, and I told all my brothers that no, they're not singing, but we're all going to tell mom, sure. But Dave was very gracious to round up some of the holiday clan to sing, which was huge. Just a ton of support from neighbors and from other podcast people, Greg, Brad, James and Kim, and just all sorts of support it made a very tough time very I don't want to say enjoyable, but it was enjoyable to see all of that appreciation. And well, no, I'm sharing the appreciation. Thank you. Seeing all that support that I was very appreciative of and very humble to receive, and it was nice, and it was a very pleasant long 3 weeks, but it was great. So, anyways, Doug, tell us about Hawaii. That sounds much more fun than funerals.
Well, yeah, I wasn't able to make it to the funeral, so I am very sorry for that, Nathan.
Do not feel bad about that
part of
whatsoever.
I was not part of that amazing support network
I
you
know.
had here.
Next time my mom dies, I will schedule it around your vacation.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Well, the sort of long story short version is basically I love all things Hawaii, and my wife
Absolutely.
and I we try to sneak over there whenever we can, and so yeah, we had a great vacation. Just her and I, we spent 8 days on Kauai. It was
beautiful
our first time.
island of
Yeah, it was our
Kauai.
first time on Kauai, the Garden Island, and man, what an
Aptly
experience we had.
named.
It was, oh my gosh.
Gorgeous.
Like it's just not even something you can describe. The beauty of that island and that place is just unsurpassed.
Yeah.
You know, and we did the boat cruise up, and you know the Nepali coast is just like it's heaven on earth, right? Like
It is.
It's got to be heaven, right? And Waimea Canyon, we did, you know, we went kayaking, we did hikes, we went to a luau, we spent tons of time at the beach, did a lot of snorkeling. I mean, we just packed it in, and it was just bliss. It was so good. So I'm sorry that I wasn't there, but kind of, you know, not sorry.
Yeah, totally allowed. Totally allowed. If I had the chance to go to Hawaii instead of the funeral, I would have gone to Hawaii too. But yeah, no, Hawaii is an amazing place. It's a magical place.
Yeah.
A place of healing and
Beauty.
aloha.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Especially
sure.
Kauai. Kauai is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're already planning our next trip back. So, and you guys are invited. We kind of had this conversation the other night. Not that we need to have it again here, but we need to do a Meeple Nation goes to Hawaii trip.
I'm on board.
I think there are 5 of the six of us on board. We just need to get that 6th person on
that
board.
6th person.
That one spouse.
Drag her kicking and screaming.
We may have to, and then she'll have a ball. So
Just
You know, wasn't the A-team, right? Where they would always put B.A. Baracus to sleep,
Yep.
and then he'd wake
Flight.
up somewhere near.
that's right.
That's what we just need to do.
you may have to just make the arrangements and pack her bag without her knowing, and just, you know, be like, "Hey, hon, we're just going out to eat," and then, you know,
At the airport.
where are we going? Well, guess what?
TSA will have no issues with you sliding in somebody completely unconscious.
Hey, I've got her ID.
No, we could.
got her ID.
That's right. That's all that matters.
We could weekend at Bernie's that thing. Come
Totally.
on. Oh, that would be amazing.
All right. Andy, do you got anything to add to that?
Oh, it's been a busy month. Family reunions, and we have a family property up in Preston, Idaho.
The amazing
Preston, Idaho, where Napoleon Dynamite was filmed.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't call it amazing, but yes,
It's
it is
beautiful.
It is beautiful.
So
It's not Kauai, but
it is definitely not Kauai. But we have a family property up there that essentially my great grandparents, my great grandma lived there and raised my grandfather and all of his siblings, and we go up there every year for multiple reunions. And so we had a family reunion. It was a Holiday Stewart family reunion.
We don't need to go there. Oh my gosh. Why?
so holiday plus one Stewart.
Holiday plus one Stewart. So we had some of Doug's family over there, which was great.
Wait, no, not some, just one.
We had one
Just
of
one.
Doug's.
Just my daughter.
Doug's daughter.
Who has a crush on Dave's son, and that's a whole different story, and it totally invited herself to, well, I mean, I'm sure Jack invited her, but yeah.
She was great.
Invited herself to the family reunion.
We were happy to have her.
Thank you for being kind to her.
And anyway, so while we were up at the family reunion, I got put in as on the board or steering committee or whatever they're calling it. So I'm in servitude to my family now, making decisions about this property for the next probably 3 years. And
So we're going to build a lodge house there.
honestly, it needs to be extended. So part of this property, we have a cabin on the property, and then we have a lot of grass and trees for people to camp. And then the rest of it, and it goes back probably, I don't know how many acres, maybe 30 acres, and the rest of it's alfalfa. So part of that alfalfa field needs to be consumed because we had
Do you harvest the alfalfa?
Yeah, it gets
Oh,
farmed.
okay.
It gets farmed.
Okay.
But part of that needs to be bigger because this was just my grandfather's side of the family, and there were over 100 of us. There were about 100 of us.
Wow.
Up there, and then over Labor Day, it's everybody. So we're talking 5 families. Now, granted, ours is probably the biggest, but there's just not enough space. So yeah, it needs to grow a little bit. There's some decisions that need to be made. Flushable toilets being one of them. So
what you're saying is coming soon, PrestonCon.
Preston.
We totally could do that. I totally could book the cabin and do a PrestonCon because that would be a lot of fun.
Okay, just yeah.
If we could get Nathan, you could sleep in the cabin instead of in a tent.
Yeah. I mean, Cheryl is talking about getting a trailer.
Oh, we have trailer hookups. Boom, done.
There you go.
Awesome.
I like it.
Okay, this is going to happen. Anyway, so that's been my month of July. It's been also very busy, and work has been crazy because it's picked up, and kids stuff has been crazy. Caden's starting up football, and we all know how sports consumes time and money. and
Not me.
And his football has been no exception. He has been to practice every day, and his games are going to be starting up. And it's
we just
a
got
few
Brigham
months of
signed up too. So tis the season.
Tis the season of crazy busy sports.
So are they on the same team or are they on different teams?
No, Brigham's doing like a community flag football thing.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, Caden's playing for the high school.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't think he was. I guess he is driving. He is that age.
He will be a sophomore this year.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah. So anyway, that's been my month. It's not been near as eventful. I would say I'm middle of the road compared to the rest of you guys. Not near as fun as Hawaii, and not as
much of a bummer as
not
mine.
near as terrible as losing your mom. So,
Well, she's not lost. I know where she's at. She's going to stay there.
yeah, she is. Let's hope.
It's not going. It's not going anywhere for a while.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
Did you leave her a Snickers?
Oh, side note. Actually, I'm going to just hit us off. Zombicide?
Oh my god!
Wow.
Stick with me.
On that note,
Okay.
Stick with me.
Yep.
okay.
I just discovered, and this has actually probably been out there for a while, but I was not aware with this. Andy, or you, both Doug, you and Andy, may have been aware with this, but there is a Zombicide 2nd edition Monty Python expansion.
There is not.
There is.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
I totally
saw
ordered
that.
it.
Did you really?
I totally ordered it. Yeah. Hopefully, it can be played by itself, or apparently, it's going to be a gift to you, Andy.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to buy all of the Zombicide. I mean, currently, I guess I have the Marvel Zombicide until Zach pays me for it, but which he will. Not worried about that at all.
Wow.
I saw this, and I'm all over this.
I had no idea they had a Monty Python expansion.
Yeah, I think it's going to be.
Wow.
I think it's
awesome.
going to be awesome.
All right. Well,
And
we'll have to
on
play.
that note, too, there is a Monty Python Flying Circus board game as well coming out. I mean, they did the RPG, and it entertained my tickle bone. Not enough to look into purchasing it, but Monty Python on the Holy Grail. I said the Flying Circus, but the Flying Circus is the Zombicide.
Yeah. I was
Okay.
gonna say it's Flying Circus is the Zombicide.
Yeah.
To be clear, yeah.
Yeah, Monty Python on the Holy Grail. The game is
Looking at the Black Knight.
yeah. It's
I mean, it's in there, right? It is there.
yeah, and
Well,
I
this
am
looks like. Sorry, I'm going to interrupt you just for a sec, Nathan. This looks like it's supposed to be played. It can be played with White Death or Green Horde or Black Plague.
yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, so none of that is Marvel Zombies. No.
None of that is Marvel Zombies.
No.
Yeah. So I don't have any of those. All I have is Marvel Zombies. So, Andy,
Yes, let's play.
can I bring my expansion to play with your stuff?
Yeah, I guess.
So but I'm way excited, and I am excited for this Monty Python and the Holy Grail. The game, it's got really crappy reviews. I mean, it's got,
Of course it does,
Sick.
but still.
but yeah.
People will
It's
buy
the
it.
people around the table that are gonna make
Oh,
that fun,
absolutely!
not the game.
It's gonna make a great game night.
100%. It's going
Yeah.
to be the people around the table.
Oh, my
And
gosh.
there's also out there that I came across while I was doing this search too. It's an older, it came out last year, Army of Darkness, the board game, which
Oh,
also
really?
has some pretty poor reviews, but another one that
It's an old classic.
2024. Oh, the movie's an old classic.
Yeah. I was gonna
It's
say.
like,
yeah,
it just came
No,
out
the
last
movie.
year. It's not
Yeah,
a
no, the
classic
movie.
yet.
That was old Bruce Campbell, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's been
Good
a
Ash
long
and Bad
time.
Ash.
Yep.
And but yeah, no, but Monty Python and the Holy Grail would be one that I'll pick up, play at least once, and have a great time.
Throw some quotes around the table.
Throw a ton of quotes around the table, and yeah, and I'm looking forward to that. I think it will be good times, at least once.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it'll be good times more than once, but at least once,
At least
it'll
once.
be good times.
Yeah.
Also, best segue ever. Holy cow.
I didn't intend that. It just kind of, it just popped out
Yes,
of the grave
you
there.
did. It popped out of the grave there. Wow. All right. So, do we want to keep this party train rolling?
Absolutely. Oh, we
with some-
totally skipped highlights, by the way. I guess we did highlight. Never mind. Shut up. Go on.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we're good.
I just wanted to derail you, apparently. So carry on your
Mission
segue.
All good. So, new game releases, stuff you can find out in the wild, stuff that we're excited about that's now hitting the shelves. I just received Lost Ruins of Arnak Adventure Chest with the Twisted Paths expansion in the mail, and I have to say I was really, really excited about the quality of that box. Everything fits in there so good, and it's got all these nice trays and organizers. A lot of the stuff that was kind of fiddly to get out onto the table is now just a tray that you just go bloop, and it's out and ready to go. Setup's a breeze. You can hand everyone their cards and their tokens really easy, and I love all of that. So far, so good. Now I need to play it, but the organization was fantastic.
Good. I would love to play this. You did light a little bit of a fire back to the game for me when we played it at BGG with the Leaders and Explorers expansion. Is that what it's called? I can't remember what it was.
Expedition Leaders.
Expedition Leaders. There you go. I was so close.
And there's more now. Like there's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to say there's now 8 asymmetric heroes you can play as.
Nice.
So, yeah, there's lots of options.
Yeah, and I think you'll like that, Andy. I think you'll not hate the game as much as you do. No, I didn't say you're going to like the game. I just think you're going to hate it less than you do.
I don't necessarily hate that game. I just don't particularly like it. So, but I've never played it with any of the...
essentially what hate means.
No, it's not. But it is... I have never played it with the expansions. And I do need to try it with the expansions because I think if the expansions fix the game, because, I've brought this up many times on the podcast. I couldn't stand Champions of Midgard until I played it with the expansions, and now I absolutely think it's a wonderful game.
Yeah, and hopefully this will have the same effect. The asymmetry that the game introduced with that changes the feel and play of the game by a very significant amount. So anyway, but that just showed up, and it's also available in stores. If you haven't picked that up, go get it now.
Excelente. I don't know why I said that. Excellent. I know why I said that one.
Nailed it.
All right, Andy, you got anything you are excited about?
Yeah, so I love Above and Below, and they are not coming out with a new expansion. They're coming out with a sequel.
Yes.
And this is Above and Below Haunted. So this is a Ryan Lockett game, which we love Ryan Lockett's games, and this is one I will probably pick up. Above and Below still hits my table. We haven't gone through to where we have everything memorized, so we know what decisions to make, which is nice. It helps with the fact that I'm older and I don't remember anyway, but I'm not quite to the point where I can hide my own Easter eggs. So having something fresh is going to be nice. But I love Above and Below. I love the gameplay. I'm anxious to try it and see exactly what's different. I'm sure the stories are all going to be different, and Ryan does a great job on all of that. So yeah, this is one that will definitely be hitting my shelf and hopefully the table.
Yeah, sometimes you got to make that difference in that, right? Yeah,
it'll definitely be hitting my shelf, and maybe it'll even get to the table.
I love that. That's great. Thank you for clarifying that. So one that didn't make the list, but I did just pick up, and I'm pretty excited about it. In fact, I'm going to hold it right here so no one can see it since we have no video. That is Ascending Empires Zenith Edition. And this is, it was a release from 2024, but just hitting shelves now. And so this is a great space game. Plays in 60 to 90 minutes. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping it's one that we can get to the table with just the 3 of us, maybe one more if we can find somebody who's going to show up.
60 to 90 minutes. I've heard that story before.
Yes, yeah. That's always the concern, but I'm hoping that this is going to work. I gotta charge through the rules and try to get that to the table as quick as I can. But in this one, you are the last survivors of the human race have fled to a new galaxy in fear of annihilations at the hands of the unstoppable enemy. And so now you have to discover the ruins of 4 long-dead civilizations spread across the stars. A race to develop technology based on these alien relics has begun. Humans once again will ascend to the stars and claim the galaxy. Space theme, Nathan theme, 90 minutes. It's going to be good times.
Okay.
Awesome. Looks cool.
I think it does. That's why I bought it.
It is sitting right there. Can confirm.
Can confirm, yeah.
Right there on the old topper.
Yep.
It does look very spacey. And
It does look
very
very
Nathan-y.
Yeah, it does.
That box looks way too big.
You're not Cheryl.
You're not Cheryl. So I received this week, I have received all 3 expansions to the South Tigris games.
Oh.
So the Inventors of the South Tigris, Era of Experts, Scholars of the South Tigris, Body of Books, Wayfarers of the South Tigris, Tides of Trade, and the South Tigris Moon Saga. I received those all in the mail this week, and I got them today. I just consolidated them all into their appropriate boxes so I can not add boxes to my shelves. But I'm excited. I'm excited to try all 3 games and play them with Moon Saga like we did with Tome Saga. This will be a little bit more of a meaty experience because the South Tigris games are definitely
The heavier ones.
the heavier version. They're far more heavy, I think, than the West Kingdom games.
Take your headache meds before the game starts.
Oh, come on.
No,
Cetera for headaches.
no.
Midol for
Hey,
cramps.
they're good games. It's not a diss on the game, but my goodness, they are crunchy.
Yeah, especially the last one. Inventors is very crunchy. And I think my favorite is actually Scholars. I really enjoyed that game. It's also the one I've played the most, so that could be why. But I've had a lot of fun with that one. That one's by far my favorite.
Is that the one that's color heavy? That does all the
Yes.
colors?
Yeah, you have
Okay,
the color
I liked
dice.
that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really fun.
Yeah, I did like that one. Fantastic. Well, I love that this Unmatched Battle of Legends Volume 3 is hitting just as I got out of all of my Unmatched stuff.
I know, there's kind of I really liked the Unmatched. I mean, I only played it a couple
Yeah.
of times, but
It's boxes and boxes
Yeah.
and boxes of content at this point, though. And
no way to condense it, really.
Yeah. They ran a Kickstarter
Did they?
for a storage solution for all your Unmatched stuff.
Okay.
That happened back in the day. But for me, this was a game. I mean, I was collecting all of it. I love it. I love the art. I love the play. It's all really good. It's a head-to-head battler, but I just can't find people to play this with. I mean,
Yeah.
every now and then it'll hit the shelf, but I had a lot of characters in there that I wasn't getting to the table and it just wasn't being played. So I ended up culling all of this. But, there's a lot of people excited about this, and Battle Legends Volume 3 features Blackbeard, the Chupacabra, Loki, and Pandora.
Interesting.
And like every time I read the lineup of characters for any of these boxes, I'm like, huh. Like
that would have been great.
when we get to new game announcements, they've announced another one, and I'm like, huh. Well, we'll talk about it when we get there. But I'm like, huh. I really do. I want to try them. And that seems really interesting and really cool. That the Cobble and Fog characters and all these things that they're doing, I think are really cool. It's just a game that doesn't ever hit the table. So, but if anybody else has these and wants to play at a convention sometime, come and grab me because I love the Unmatched system. It's awesome.
So, Lego the game.
Lego the game.
Or Brick Like This.
Okay.
So, Brick Like This is actually a Lego game. It's got some pretty poor reviews, but it's a 15-minute game and 2 to 8 players, and I'm totally buying it because I also enjoy, what is it called? Junkyard Art,
Yeah, that's true.
which is another low quality, or not low quality. It's not a low quality game at all, but a low rated game that I have a ton of fun with. And so this Brick Like This, you are trying to assemble the shape that's on the card using your unique Lego pieces. And so it's kind of a little race. 15-minute game, 2 to 8 players. Totally going to be hitting my shelf. And guarantee it's hitting my table, Andy.
Is it?
Yeah, there's no hope there. It's gonna hit the table.
No.
Yeah, this has given me just slight Project L vibes.
Yeah, I see a little bit of that for sure. And we did. I did get to play Square One the other day, and so which is I quite liked it.
Did you?
Yeah, I don't think I liked it as much as I liked Project L,
Okay.
but I still liked it. It has a feel of Project L, but some of the nuance, the building the shapes isn't quite the same, but still enjoyable.
I still haven't played my copy. I haven't played it at all.
Well, Nathan Tenney was here, and we was able to attend a game night, and so I was like,
When was this?
2 weekends ago,
Oh,
2
wow.
weeks ago.
Nice.
And so he was here, and I got him to teach me that, since that's what he was teaching for SaltCON.
Awesome.
So yeah, took advantage of that. This brick like this is going to be, I don't know, it's going to be fun. 15 minutes.
It's gonna be
Even
like,
with a low rating, it's going to be okay.
it's gonna be like the chicken game.
You know, that's a great game. And you're absolutely right. It's a low-rated game, but that hits the table a lot.
Yeah, it sounds like a good filler game.
Yeah, super easy to teach, and hopefully this game will be the same. And yeah, brick like this.
Brick like this. All right, so Solar Gardens is a new game that is released, and it is a light-hearted tile drafting game that plays 2 to 5 players, and you take on the role of a visionary architect specializing in carbon-neutral engineering to build a rooftop garden in harmony with nature.
Ooh,
So each
carbon neutral.
carbon neutral, and each square tile that's placed on your player board will require a sense of strategy and imagination to outwit your opponents, some more than others, and make your garden the most beautiful and environmentally conscious garden.
Al Gore, eat your heart
You know, he invented the internet.
out. I've heard that, actually. Yeah.
Thanks, Al Gore. So, and this is a simple game. It plays in 30 to 45 minutes. It's just a closed drafting, pressure luck tile placement game. So, you know, something that's probably another filler game that could be fun to play. And especially if you want to see if you have a knack for building solar gardens and being environmentally friendly.
I love my solar panels.
I love my solar panels too when they're working. They're working now.
Well, that's good.
Woohoo!
Yeah, we had the same company,
We
and
did.
there's been some issues.
Yeah.
Those guys, slap them on the wrist.
Next time I see him.
Next time you see him, yeah, for sure. So, speaking of light games, let's go in the complete opposite direction. But much like my Ascending Empires Zenith Edition, there is a great-looking game called Frozen Frontier, which is very much a heavier game, 3.58, and comes with a much heavier time frame of 2 to 3 hours. But this is one that is looking awesome, has a lot of really cool components, and a very, very busy board. But in this one, by the 22nd century, Earth's population has reached 14 billion. Escalating crises have left mankind hopeless and desperate on a resource-starved home world. After multiple failed attempts at planetary colonization, the United Civilizations launched the Argo expedition through newly discovered wormholes at the edge of the solar system. So this is a very highly strategic game, Euro style, so not so much dice. It's gonna be some good times. You're gonna construct, you're gonna collaborate, you're gonna raise some funds, and then you're gonna have some fun. So sending resources back to Earth and trying to gain the victory points and control of the cities and fulfill contracts.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
Yeah, not one I'm going to play with Dave.
You
But
don't want that 180 to grow into a little bit more than that.
Yeah, I say that, and actually, Dave's
He's gotten
he's
much
gotten
better.
so much better.
He really has.
And I really probably should just stop saying anytime I long game that I'm not going to play it with Dave. But yeah, no, Final Frontier.
Nice.
No, that's space. This is the Frozen Frontier, which is also space, but the game is Frozen Frontier, not Final Frontier.
So that's high anxiety.
And that's
You guys will have to tune in for another one of our
I
long time ago episodes.
don't know if I could find that
That's,
episode.
that's a
even.
deep cut.
for that
Yeah.
inside joke. Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, anything else that's on this list that you want to talk about?
Well, if you like spokes, bikes, colors, and light games, you may enjoy the game Spokes. That's one that caught my eye just because it is so colorful.
Yeah, the box is very colorful.
Yeah.
And it's 1 to 6 player, 30 to 45 minutes.
I actually think this is one my wife might really like. It looks like every player has like a sort of board in front of them that has a bike on it with little colored wooden pieces that represent the spokes of your tire, and you sort of swap the colors of those out for pieces on the track that represent you as you're kind of going around, and it looks like it's kind of a race, but with a strong sort of color puzzle element to it.
Yeah. This is one I think my wife will very much like too.
Yeah, looks
Pretty
kind of
highly
fun,
rated
actually.
too.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Should we transition to some new game announcements?
Yes.
I like new games.
And there are some fun ones on here.
I'm so
Yes.
excited for some of these.
I really want to talk because I know Doug is going to love this. But White Castle Duel.
Okay, I'm in.
Of course.
Ready? Go.
I mean, okay. No, I will not step on my soapbox again, because everything's going dual now. So we'll just leave it at that. This looks cool.
It does look cool. Yeah, I am pretty excited about this. I love White Castle. I love to lose White Castle to you, Doug. You whoop me all the time. But yeah, White Castle Duel looks really good, and I already said I love White Castle, so there's that.
It's a fantastic game, and they don't have the images that I saw in the news announcement here posted on the BGG page.
Yeah.
But they did have a couple like pictures of like the components and stuff like that. It looks very much like sort of a much simpler version of just White Castle. So I'm excited about that. Very cool.
I am also extremely excited that they are coming out with a new expansion for Return to Dark Tower.
Yeah, this is an interesting one.
Yeah, I'm excited. Any more content for Return to Dark Towers, just welcome. This is Return to Dark Tower Expeditions, and there's not a ton of information, at least on BGG, about this, but we will be getting 4 new heroes.
Yep.
And we will have torments in this that are going to make foes and regions more terrifying to confront. So I'm anxiously waiting what this is going to look like.
Me too. I'm actually pretty excited about it. And these new expeditions, from what there were, again, in the news announcement, there were some screenshots and stuff, and they look like they could be very, very cool. So the big thing that they're touting with this, kind of the big like buzzword everyone's kind of tossing around with this, is that this is a fully analog expansion. So this is all physical components that will integrate into the other expansions. So it's not like its own thing necessarily. It is a bunch of stuff like more characters, more gear cards, more of the like the weapons and all of that, right? The loot cards in the game. Mm-hmm. We're getting a ton more of those. And so it's just more to like shuffle into some of the decks, more characters to choose from, more of a lot of this kind of stuff. And then of course on the digital side, and this is why I don't understand, so they're saying analog expansion, but clearly they have to make some changes to the programming in the app.
Yeah.
But it's not a full expansion experience on its own. It's just fully integrated into everything that exists. And then it sounds like there's some toggles and modes that will be added to the app to enable that content.
Nice.
But more Dark Tower stuff, please. I mean, we've played this
Absolutely.
so much, and
we need
if
more.
we can get some more challenges, and
Yeah, we need more digital content. We need more enemies, different enemies to fight is what we really want and need with this game.
absolutely. When I first heard the word expeditions, I got real excited because I was like, campaign, a Dark Tower campaign, which we're not there yet. But I have to imagine that's maybe in the works.
Ooh, that would be nice.
Wouldn't
I
that be
would love
cool?
that. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Really cool. So that's announced, and that'll definitely go to crowdfunding. So we're definitely a ways out on ever seeing that, but still a very cool announcement. Now, Nathan, one that I know you are really gonna like is Thunder Road Vendetta.
I saw that on the list. I am way excited about this.
Interstate of Decay.
Yes.
And this is a campaign for
Yeah, I saw that on the notes.
for Thunder Road Vendetta.
Way excited for this. I love Thunder Road Vendetta. Thunder Road Vendetta gave me the same excitement that
Tiny turbo cars.
Tiny Turbo Cars did, and I very much have enjoyed my plays of that. I very much want to play it again. I really enjoyed this game.
It's a great game.
Yeah.
They made a racing game interesting and fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and they made a great Road Warrior game.
Totally.
You know,
it is
Car Wars just amped all that up
It was
into
fun.
Thunder Road Vendetta.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it is an amazing game. And I'm very much looking forward to that. So is
For
it an
sure.
expansion that is going to use original content? Is it just a side campaign, or is it a whole new kit and caboodle?
So they are calling it an expansion for Thunder Road Vendetta.
Okay.
Leans into the cinematic world is kind of how it's written here. Your crews now race and battle through a short series of races. Follow the map, hit key areas, and level up your cars between races. That is what I'm excited
Yes,
about.
yeah,
The
the whole
leveling
thing's got
up
me. Yeah.
between races, right? You add that element. So good.
Element of customization.
Yes.
Awesome.
We are all fans of that.
All right, Doug, you're going to have to correct me as I slaughter the name of this game.
Okay.
Koinombria? Koinobria? The Japanese kites?
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing it right here. Koinobori.
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 This is another game I think your wife's going to like, my wife's going to like. Very colorful, bright, short time play. This is the fascinating world of the Japanese kites. In this game, you'll have the opportunity to design, customize your own kite, master and embark on a journey through the Japanese culture. Are you ready to elevate your dreams to the sky?
Nice. Yeah, this looks colorful and fun. Very, very lightweight.
Very lightweight.
Koinobori.
Yeah.
I like it.
And this is totally got, I think, both of our names on it, because I think it is a game that both of our wives will very much enjoy. Andy, Sabrina might enjoy it too.
Maybe we'll borrow your copy.
Yeah.
And see before I decide to.
We'll probably never know.
Why?
Just getting her to play games.
Yeah, that's true. If I could probably get her to play it, and
Something like this, you could, yeah.
I probably could, and she'll tell me it's different.
It's different, yeah.
That's usually what I get. It's different.
It's interesting.
I don't get that usually. It's different, and I found out what that means. I deciphered the code just this week.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And that means she doesn't like it?
No, it means that she doesn't like it and doesn't dislike it.
Okay.
So now I know that if she says it's different, it was which is
We'll
usually
play it again.
Yeah.
But no hurry to play it again.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is kind of a win, honestly.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I'm counting that as a win.
I think you should.
I'm going to.
Totally.
All right, so I'm excited about this and a little bit nervous about this for one reason. So Pirates of Maracaibo is getting an expansion,
Yes.
the Bermuda Triangle,
Yeah.
and I love this game. It is an amazing game, and I'm really excited that it's getting an expansion. However, the expansion features a treasure hunt module in which you can compete with each other to race to find the biggest treasure. And this could end up being really, really cool if it's done well. And I really hope it's not like this, but it's giving me some Killer Bunny vibes a little bit.
Oh, no.
Just based on the nomenclature that they are throwing out right there. So I'm hoping it's not. I'm sure that it's going to be great. Just given how amazing that game is, I'm sure it's going to be fine. But it also is going to have new improvement cards, and that you get to mix into the base game, which more content, more options, newer, cooler stuff to explore, I think is great. And hopefully this new game mode is great. It's fun. We'll find out.
Yeah, you and I still are waiting for our copies of the first
Yes.
Pirates of Maracaibo expansion, the Commanders.
Yeah, I'm anxious to try that too. I wish they would show up.
That should be fulfilling through our vendor shortly. So I'm hoping to play that. And
Heck yeah.
I was a little bummed out that there's already another expansion when we haven't played the first one. But then I guess it took us forever to get to Pirates of Maracaibo in the first place.
It did.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I can take a little Killer Bunnies as long as it's
just a game mode, right? So you don't have to play it. And I'm sure it's not, but that's just the vibe. I'm like, oh, please don't be like that.
Yeah.
Well, so a game that I saw that was announced that I clicked on because of the cover. Okay, the cover alone. I mean, I'm sorry, but Aqualuma, like one of the coolest covers I've seen in such a long time. It's got an octopus wearing a business suit and a sea turtle in a top hat. And like the dolphin and crab and all of them, they're all
steampunk.
they're all decked out in steampunk kind of stuff. And then you've got that sort of bright aqua, background going on. This, from an art perspective, just looks like a really cool game. It says in the realm of Aqualuma, you can explore 5 fantastic underwater worlds, each with its own unique magic and history. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it's a dice placement game, and players fill magic fill the magic strip of each world with dice in order to be rewarded. So this looks maybe a little bit more on the simple side, 30 to 45 minutes, 1 to 4 players, but I'm drawn in just because of the art.
The art does look very appealing.
I would totally buy insurance from that octopus.
Even though he does look a little like Cthulhu.
Maybe that's why.
Maybe.
Anyway, go at least check out the cover. Aqualuma. That's
Does look
fantastic.
cool. So you talked about solar gardens earlier. Let's transition to some tea gardens. So tea gardens is a game where you're in the Yunnan region of China, and your mission in tea garden is to cultivate, expand your empire by establishing new tea gardens along the serene river valley. Tea leaves are your most prized asset. With 6 grades of tea quality and each region producing a different quality of tea, transform your fresh, vibrant green tea leaves through fermentation. Through fermentation, evolving them to rich, aromatic brown leaves that grow in quality and value as they mature. This has actually got some pretty high reviews. A lot of people really looking forward to this game, so this is one that is on my radar and in my cart.
It's in your cart?
It is in my cart, yeah.
Oh.
And I even actually pushed checkout. So
Wow.
Like as a pre-order, like they're taking pre-orders for this
Yeah.
already?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
So it is something that's pre-ordered and hopefully will be arriving soon. And I mean, it does have a 2024 release, but maybe that's just actually, I always love it when I look at a game and
It's not the
no,
new,
it is on pre-order.
It's not the new announcement you thought it was.
Yeah, no, it is on pre-order everywhere. So, but it's got to be close to release since it's posted in a lot of places. So
Yeah, well, sometimes printings and languages and
Yep.
geography and all that's weird.
with same thing with Pirates and Maracaibo, it was
Yep.
took forever to get a U.S. release. So, but yeah, Tea Garden looks pretty cool.
Yeah, and the post-apocalyptic theme is one of that we tend to like, all of us. So there's a new game that is called Phoenix New Horizon, and it's interesting. The post-apocalyptic part of this is we're in the year 2021, so we get to look in the past as a post-apocalyptic game. So in the year 2021, after years of seclusion underground, humanity emerges onto the surface, propelled by the development of groundbreaking new technology. Decades of catastrophic fallout from a nuclear disaster during the Cold War have laid waste to the known world, compelling civilization to seek shelter beneath the earth. The pressing task now is the construction of regenerators, which will generate new habitats to facilitate the resurgence of life and the reclamation of the earth. A world brimming with hope awaits above ground. And so this is a Euro-style game, kind of a mid-weight Euro-style game.
It looks pretty cool.
It really does. It's under the, you're building industry. It's a sci-fi post-apocalyptic theme, and you're completing contracts. You are trying to build up your income. This has a worker placement mechanic to it with different worker types. It actually looks like it could be really, really fun, and there's a lot going on in this game, which makes it also look cool and fun. Games like this that seem to have a lot going on typically have, hopefully it falls into this category, but it seems like they typically have a lot of different paths to victory, a lot of ways of scoring points, and I love games like that. I love Euro-style games where you can try different things, different strategies, and still be successful and win the game. And this looks like it might fall into that category.
Does look good. I like the nice chunky wood pieces that look really good. The board looks really good.
Yeah, this one does look pretty fun. This one also says 2024.
But yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, sometimes they have an earlier release date because it was like crowdfunding or something like that.
And then it didn't actually get done in time.
Yeah, okay. And then it doesn't actually get a street release until 2025, so.
Gotcha. Interesting. Well, one that this one has actually been announced for a while, but they've made some changes to it, so I think it's fascinating that it's on here. Do you guys remember us talking about Dream Escape?
I do.
Yeah. So this is sort of the solo only RPG. It was solo only. And this is the one where like you're you're trapped, like Cthulhu has trapped your sleeping mind in the dreamlands, and it was essentially a one-player like role-playing game. And we had some conversations about that, and I was like, yeah, no. Like half the fun is like with RPGs is definitely having lots of people at the table to tell that story, and the shenanigans that ensue are amazing. So this, I was kind of a hard pass on this. It does look like they've changed it now, and I'm seeing now that it's a 1 to 2 player experience. And it says in the description, play one of 6 unique characters in this solo or 2-player semi-cooperative RPG-like survival horror game. So, does this do a whole lot to perk my interest in this game? No, not necessarily, but I did think that it was interesting that they have definitely revised some of this stuff. It looks like it's
the cover,
still scheduled to come out later this year. So we'll see. I mean,
and that cover looks pretty stinking cool.
Yeah, it does. It does. Dream Quest Part 1. So apparently they have big plans for this.
Yeah.
So anyway.
All right. Well, we are near end of time. Anybody have anything else on this list that is screaming out?
I just want to hit one crowdfunding item.
Okay, really quick before crowdfunding, I was just going to throw out, did you guys play Doom?
Yes. The video game?
The video game, back in the day.
Way back in the day, yeah.
So, Modifius Entertainment has announced that they are doing a Doom arena board game.
Ooh.
So it sounds like it'll be kind of an arena shooter style kind of thing. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't, I have a lot of fun memories of playing Doom, LAN parties back in the day and all that. But I'm a little leery of some of these adaptations. So we'll have to see how this goes.
What was the other one?
The cover does look pretty cool.
What was the other first-person shooter that we played? Abominate? No.
Adrenaline?
Adrenaline.
Yeah, Adrenaline was pretty cool.
That turned out pretty good.
Yeah, it did.
So if it can kind of build on that, that'd be great.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Well, we'll see how this one turns out. I've got my eye on it, so I'd like to get more information. This is just kind of freshly announced. There's not a whole lot there.
Yeah.
But definitely some nostalgia for those of us who were, 90s kids.
Or before.
Or before.
Oh, that's true. Well, yeah. The style and look of this looks like it's more of the later Doom games. But yeah, you're right. That original Doom was 80s.
It's
crazy.
Like one of the first, isn't it? The first person shooter.
I think so.
I think
it was
the original.
The original first person shooter.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
You wanted to go to crowdfunding, Andy?
Yeah. So a couple items in crowdfunding. So there is a speaking of video games, Heroes of Might and Magic. I funded or kickstarted the board game, and it's fun. It's huge, like crazy big. But they're doing a Heroes of Might and Magic, the card game, that is coming out. So that's coming. I'm not exactly sure when that's supposed to hit GameFound, but that's up and coming. There are a couple of those that I saw that looked interesting. There's another one that is a Cthulhu Lovecraft style or themed game, and that's called The Void Unveiled: Echoes of Arkham. Doug, I'm not sure if you've seen that at all, but that one looks kind of interesting. That one's actually up and coming as well.
Is that one on which one is that one on?
GameFound.
GameFound.
Yeah. Okay. And then they have The Witcher Legacy coming out that is going to hit GameFound as well.
Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. Is this related to which game is this? Because there were a couple of Witcher games that came out.
So once again, speaking of video games, The Witcher Legacy.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, definitely some stuff that I need to do some research on. I have actually really been avoiding all things crowdfunding lately.
Me too.
Didn't we talk last time about Ascension 15th anniversary?
I think we did. I think we mentioned it. If not, Ascension 15th anniversary.
Should be launching just in a few days after this releases.
Yeah.
So.
And by the time when this releases, there will be about a week left in the Sword and Sorcery for Taburu.
Wow.
That's cool. We really need to get that Taburu to the table.
We do, because I'm not backing this until I actually play some games on the Taburu and make sure it works.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited to try it.
This will be one that maybe I'll do a late pledge on. If we can get the Taburu out and if it works and we like it, this is one I may invest in. We'll see. I like the Sword and Sorcery thing, and we've played that in the past. It's a pretty cool game. I think for the Taburu it could be amazing. But until we have some experience with that, I'm not going to pull the trigger.
Yeah, I get that. That just is an excuse to pull the Taburu out.
That's right. That's right. And then I kind of mentioned it earlier, so I'll mention it here really fast. Unmatched Stars and Stripes. So this is Rosie the Riveter, John Henry, Wyatt Earp, and George Washington.
Really?
That's
interesting. That's a unique combination there.
That's cool.
I like it.
Had to throw that because I had mentioned it earlier. Had to bring that full circle, but I don't have any other announcements or crowdfunding to talk about. So I think that's it. That was a lot though. There's always, every week we get new announcements and fun things to talk about. So
yeah. So again, going forward, no episode next week, but in 2 weeks we'll be back with our new format. And looking forward to your thoughts on how that goes. Yep. And what you think of that. We're excited to be excited, and and hopefully it's hopefully it's new, fresh, and appealing and worthwhile. So
yeah, please let us know what you think. Reach out to us at meeplenation@gmail.com.
Yep. So this episode will drop on the 13th. We will see you all on the 27th.
Until then.
Whoa, hey, that's my line.
Wow.
I don't know where I went.
Until next time.
We'll see you changing up your view at the game table.
One of us should have jumped in and said something corny at the game table.
It's kind of hard to come up with that on the fly, though. I usually never write those down. In fact, I've never written them down, but...
Opportunity missed.
I know.
I was so shocked that he jumped in there with it that I
know.
My mind went blank. I was like, I don't even know how to handle this.
Jaw dropped.
At the game table.
At the game table.
Thank you for listening and being a part of Meeple Nation. If you would be so kind as to follow, subscribe, share, and rate or review this podcast, it really helps to spread the fun. You can be more involved in supporting the podcast by joining the nation at patreon.com/Meeple Nation, or you can find a link at the top of our webpage, meeplenation.com. And while you're there, look at all our extra content. There are links to all our past episodes, a wide variety of blogs, pictures from our Instagram feed, and bios for all the hosts and our awesome bloggers. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, all under Meeple Nation. If you would like to chat with the hosts or other members of the nation, you can join our Facebook group, Meeple Nation Off Air. We hope to see you again at a game night, a con, or maybe a suspense-driven evening of Werewolf. Thank you for listening and supporting Meeple Nation, and stay tuned for next week's episode.
Thank you so much for listening. We very much want to thank our patrons who help keep the podcast running. I personally want to thank my co-hosts for all the help they provide with both content here on the podcast, in addition to what we have available on our website. Without them, the podcast would not happen. If you too would like to support the podcast, you can join the nation at patreon.com/Meeple_Nation. Or you can find a link to Patreon at the top of our webpage, meeplenation.com. If you have any questions, comments, or games you feel should be on our radar, you can always reach us at meeplenation@gmail.com. We can't wait to hear from you. I am grateful to Doug and Andy who helped me edit episodes, and I want to thank James and Kim Clark who do the editing on our blogs and on our webpage, which can be found at meeplenation.com. We want to thank Brain Detergent for our music. If you want to find more from him, you can follow his links that can be found on our webpage, or simply search for Brain Detergent on YouTube to find more of his tracks. Thank you again for listening and being part of the Meeple Nation community.